Hello and welcome to ScaleX. This is the channel where I share my personal experience into business and investment and also invite business leaders from Thailand to share their experience, and I want to understand more from the experts who are living in Thailand, why they choose Thailand and especially Pattaya. And today, my guest, Mr. Robert from California, and he's living happily in Thailand for more than a year now. So welcome, Mr. Robert.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you for your time and visiting me.
Oh, certainly. Yeah, it's my pleasure.
Please introduce yourself. And I know you've been to music business for many years, and country like America and city like California, and you left all of those and came to Thailand, living here. I see your face is happy.
Oh, absolutely.
So, I want to know the reason.
You know, it's very interesting. I've put my finger on it. I've had a lot, 15 months to think about that.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, growing up in a major metropolitan city like Los Angeles, and then I had lived in New York for some time as well. So I've been to some major cities in the UK as well, like London and Stockholm, Sweden, a few different spots. But coming to Thailand, it has a feeling of Los Angeles because the civil engineers apparently modeled this city after Southern California. And it does seem very similar to California. But just in short, I would say that it's just a for me personally, very relaxing Southern California beach community feel. Right. And it's exactly what it is. And it's exciting enough because of the fact that there are so many international people from all around the globe, and that really attracted me.
Right. I want to understand two things. Since you and me, like person like are we still into business? We're not retired. Okay. So first things is personal life, right?
Right.
You explain why you like that. Because coastal life, easy to access healthcare, easy to access all facility you need, living just next to the beach, everything's fresh,
great
no
value,
pollution. Yeah. More importance, value for money, right?
Sure.
That is first thing about personal life. But being to business, right? You're also into business like me. Does your business affect? Are you able to handle your business from here? Because as business consultant, I hear this question from many business owners that Pattaya not that big city to establish big business. You know what my answer normally I do? I say, yeah, we don't do everything here.
Right.
Business owners don't do everything here.
Sure.
We sometimes we conceptualize, we brainstorm, we create concept, we create product, and then see where is our market.
Absolutely.
That means we can establish business here and set up this execution anywhere in the world.
Sure.
That's how I do with so many friends of mine, so many investors from different countries, because I think this is the most important. Like creating something, it really doesn't need to be in the marketplace to create, right?
True enough. I think this city has a lot to offer, and just Pattaya in general. I mean, every time you see a news feed or anything, any kind of clickbait, it's always relative to a very minor part of the scene.
Minor part.
It's sensationalizing, just like I mean, everybody wants their views.
Very friendly. If you that I mean, whatever talking about, I understood. It's like, okay, if you check in Google or YouTube, people are speaking about this little beach. People walk around, clubs, bars.
Yeah.
That's how in the went online,
Right,
but
right.
people really don't focus the valuable assets and quality of life and the opportunity available here.
Yeah, true enough. And not only that, but most uh, most people within any marketplace here, anybody who is somewhat affluent, they don't really spend too much time, hanging around, particular areas of the city, which, perhaps might represent a certain amount of business or whatever. But as far as telecommuting from here and living here, uh, it doesn't limit me whatsoever. And if anything, it's even better.
Yeah, that's how I realize. I have I was very fortunate to meet such a intellectual people from different countries. We have a club called Expat Clubs.
Right.
It's been here for more than 4 decades. You won't believe, if you visit on time, if you attend their meetings, one of the most successful people are in the club members. They're living here. It seems to be very generous. It's very general people, simple city, but back end they have created such a big business.
Absolutely.
And that's how I makes me encouraged about. It doesn't mean that I'm living here in Pattaya and I have to do everything here. We're sitting here, conceptual is here, and we can do many big things around the world.
Yeah. Oh, by far. And not only that, relative to the global marketplace, what I found interesting is that you can introduce a brand, or you can introduce a business concept, and you could do a lot of market research, um, pretty cost effectively,
Yes.
from this country, and I know you look at some of the budgets with American agencies versus an outfit that may be international but based here in Pattaya, still telecommuting, still fulfillment all over the world, talent everywhere. That just like anything else, as far as everybody's perception of Thailand is real estate, luxury real estate at a fraction of the cost, or whatever you might say.
Yes.
That's right.
Whose phone is ringing? Ringing. It's mine.
There we go.
I think on the side. There.
There we go.
That's okay. We'll. Yeah. What I was talking about is as I come from a aviation tourism business for many years, and many of friends ask me about why you living in place like Thailand, or especially in Pattaya. And I never had anything negative about living here and my business, my personal life. What I wanted in my life, I'm getting from here. And because end of the day, it's like not everyone, but I would say all across the world, people when they get a little success in their life, when you get a monetary success, the next concept, you work more in the health, right?
Sure.
That is the next success you want to get.
Right.
Because when you don't have money, you don't care about health. You got to work, make money.
Right.
And why people living in Thailand and living in Pattaya, people care about health. That means they are somehow monetary independent. They already got success in money.
Sure.
People think and talk about health, right? And wealth creation.
Right.
Health and wealth creation. These are the two subjects I see all the people living around who are into. I'm not going to the ground market. People who mostly into clubs and bars, they have different perceptions of their life. But people who are really in a good quality lifestyle, who value for their life, they always talk about well-being, health, and wealth creations, right?
Sure.
It doesn't mean we're just spending money. We are also creating wealth as well in back, right? And expert from different country, when I see them, it's like anything we can discuss with them. They come with a very big knowledge, right?
Sure.
It's not, you don't see the people living here just don't have anything. They are in back, they have their success story, right?
Oh yeah.
So that's how business community here get opportunity to explore their product conceptions and collaborations.
Right. And I also think from a time management perspective, just in my case, in just looking at my own personal situation, like in Los Angeles, for instance, if you live in the San Fernando Valley and you have a meeting in Marina Del Rey, that can be a 2-hour venture each way,
Right.
hour and a half. And around this particular community, you're literally 10-minute ride away from anywhere, any meeting.
Yes.
If you want to go face to face, of course, we live in a day where you can do a Google Meet or a podcast and communicate with your people,
Yeah, that's another advantage of being in Pattaya. We are not, the city is very small, I would say, in geographical.
Yes, yeah,
Anywhere in city, if I want to meet in 10 minutes, I can go anywhere.
Right.
South, north, central, anywhere.
or if we want to be in city center, BKK,
Yeah.
we could be there in 2 hours or less.
Right. Yeah. That's another, a big opportunity for us is, okay, Bangkok is very close to us, only 1.5 hours drive. I do many conference and meetings in Bangkok. I
Sure.
just drive, finish meetings, come back home,
Absolutely.
stay here.
Mhm.
Is I don't feel anything disadvantage of being here,
Sure.
right? So that's about us, why we're happy here, right?
Mhm.
And my concern comes to a person like you, because I'm here for almost 7-8 years now. You just came for 1 year, right?
Yep.
I see everything you see is good, right? You don't see anything negative about this place.
No, not at
right?
all. Matter of fact,
Yeah.
that's why I was mentioning that the clickbait's always on, crime and the walk street mentality and
Right.
expats walking around, getting into fights with locals. But honestly, when you really look at this as an overall city, the culture, the food, the seaside luxury living, I
Right.
mean, it really is much different. It's really how,
it gives you happiness. It gives
Yeah.
you a peace of mind, right?
If you look at a picture of me from 15 months ago,
Yeah,
when I
it's
first
different.
got here, I looked like
Drastically changed.
I looked,
young.
yeah. I mean, it was unreal. I mean, it's like you could turn into Benjamin Button Jr. if you want.
Right.
And it's just a
One-
lower stress level. Of course, it's a reasonably priced city. That's another.
One question I want to ask about being foreigner, right?
Yeah.
Do you ever feel about you are foreigner, you have any disadvantage of experience or being here, doing something? Do you feel about?
You know what? Personally speaking, no. Now, whether I was in Seoul, South Korea, or the UK, and then now, particularly in any particular area where English is not the standard language,
Right.
when I still have yet to learn this language. My language instructor said that I should be fluent within 20 to 30 years, so that's one positive thing.
Right.
Maybe in the next dimension, but anyway, it's I was losing my train of thought. What was the question? I'm sorry.
Yes. Question was, do you feel any disadvantage being foreigner?
No, not
You say-
personally not. I mean, I'm a people person. I'm
Right.
always the front person in
Yeah,
most of the,
it's not only about you. I think Thai people is really very cultural, very welcoming.
oh
They
yeah,
are
I mean
very
some of the
polite.
nicest people. Yeah.
I have been travel more than 20 countries. I experienced in many different cultural difference. When I was in London, I saw that. When I was in Dubai, I felt that. some place you really feel, oh, they make you feel you are a foreigner,
Yeah, absolutely.
right? Some country, they
Sure.
really make you feel you are a foreigner. But
Right.
living in Thailand, never have that feeling. That
No, not at all. A very welcoming city, and not only just like from street vendors all the way even to meeting yourself and the hospitality crew. For
Yeah.
instance, they're all from here. They're from China, from various parts of the world, and
Right.
everybody's very, very inviting, very congenial, very cool.
Right. So, Robert, I understand everything about you, but I want my audience to know who you are. Right? We have our own story. We have our own business. We take care of our own things. But how you can help others, like newcomers? I see every month many people coming from different countries. Somehow they want to do something, they want to enjoy this lifestyle, and the problem is the lack of knowledge about the cultural knowledge,
Marketplace.
market knowledge, law of this country,
Yeah.
and good network, right? If you want to live in a new place, first things, you need a good network, right? You need good people around you to guide you, right?
Absolutely.
So that is the best things I try to provide when somebody interact with me.
Sure.
Right? And my question to you as well, because I have more connection in this Asian market, and you come from US, right? And I think we should be open to other people. We should be open to our friends and our business community to guide them in proper way if they are looking for such a delightful, such a comfortable lifestyle in Thailand. How you can contribute? What do you suggest to people?
Well, first of all, when I'd say probably about a month in for me, I was supposed to be here for 3 days, and I've been here for 15 months.
Right.
I just never left.
Right.
And a lot of my colleagues and friends back home, they're wondering, like, wow, it must be great. And
Yeah.
it is. And it is. You always hear people say it's not for everybody. I disagree. I think it is for everybody. For everybody to be relaxed and but what I felt that I can contribute, I was noticing with the international marketplace, it was very helpful for a few friends of mine from Los Angeles who have brands.
Right.
And so helping them and then meeting yourself, the first thing I wanted to do is I wanted to meet someone who has their finger on the pulse of the city, who's networked, who knows exactly what's happening, and no matter what restaurant or what hotel he's opening, that the mayor and the mayor's brother happen to be there. And then
Who do you think
that
that
was
person? Did
that
you
was
marry it?
that was a young gentleman named Philip right here. So I knew I was in good hands, and that saved me. I felt, like perhaps 5 to 10 years, like that. You've been here for almost a decade.
Yeah.
And it does take that amount of time really to integrate into the scene. If you're alone. Now, it's my thing is that I, even at 100 years old, I did not come here to retire. Just sparks are going, from concert festival business to other projects, and now in assisting brands, luxury brands.
I think I have similar understanding about you, like you. I don't see retirement is a good word to use, right?
Mm-mm.
How I take in my life is, it's like we just change the way we should work, right?
Sure.
When you start your career, you must be going to office at 9 to 6, 7 hours. You have to be office, working computers. That's a schedule, right?
Right.
Now you are doing business, sitting in Pattaya, doing business in California, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting in here and doing business in India and other countries as well.
Sure.
It's just what you did. You just change the work style, right?
Absolutely.
Same things tomorrow. If you, okay, let's say you figure out, okay, after 5, I don't want to have anything, it's like retirement, right?
Right.
I think we should work till we take our last breath. Work, the meaning is different.
Yes.
I think that way. I want to work till my last breath. Maybe a certain time we work for money to survive ourselves, and then at this stage, you and me were working for wealth creation, right?
Yes.
And maybe after a few years, we'll not do work for us. We'll work for society. We'll work for people who really need, right?
Absolutely.
People who don't have this advantage and opportunity like us, right? So I take my life at that way.
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of that changed for me, like when I had kids. I've got a couple of teenage sons, and that's one of the things that interested me about this city was also it being realistic, even for me not being, Elon Musk or whatever, not being a millionaire or billionaire, and being able to make an impact and to come up with certain things that can help this particular city, like a drop-in center
Yes.
for educational center that's free, a mentorship program.
This, one thing I see very fantastic about this country, Thailand, you really don't have much much requirement about this. People have enough. They can have their meal. They are happy, right? But still, what lacking is the good education. The quality education, which is not affordable for the locals, right?
Absolutely.
Who are under, privileged, right? Though there are a lot of international schools, but they are expensive for people who are not making much money, right? And I see this is a good opportunity for us, for foreigners, for expats, and who really have the heart to contribute something for their society.
Sure.
I'm going to reveal today through you and through my channel. I'm going to open free professionals diploma course in basic computers, in English communications, which is the number one problem in Thai students who come from Thai school, Thai university. Though they are graduate, the English communication language is not that up to the mark.
Yes.
So I want to do two things to contribute our time. I'm making a community like me, you. I have a couple of friends. We're talking now. We'll be creating a free training center.
Yes.
To from college, from university to the industry. We'll just fill the gap. Right?
Sure.
There is a big gap in between industry and education system.
Sure.
So if you can contribute on that, I'm sure this country and especially this province will have more upgrade actually.
Yeah, that's one something that I'm definitely passionate about, because I remember when I first arrived, I was just thinking, like if I was 20 years old in this town and I was from here, how would I, how would I be able to prosper? Well, I would probably be able to prosper by being mentored by someone who could help bridge that gap from community college or university to a professional life, and that's something that's very realistic to do with this networking or mentorship program, corporate sponsorship, professionals from all industries that can help counsel a younger person in this city and show them a way where they could telecommute and work. And that's ever changing because of AI as well. Like 5 years ago, they were telling all the major universities, what's the one thing that you could do to have a successful life? Well, go get your master's degree and learn how to code.
Yeah.
Now that has flipped on its head. Now it's, no, don't do that, by the way. I feel bad for saying that 5 years ago, but don't do that now because you're not going to find a job.
Right.
Because AI is a better programmer than you because of the fact that they don't sleep and they don't get sick and they don't take a vacation. So now that's shifting. So fiber optics, electricians, there are certain professions in America that they're starting to notice that there's no skilled labor anywhere. And I was thinking that Thailand would be perfect,
yes,
to offer that sort of skilled labor to contract out into other countries.
Still have many things to explore. It's
Sure.
like for industry, for business community, I think this is still unexplored in the business segment.
Yes.
People don't see the opportunity because Thailand is such a good place. Is geographically is the center of Asia. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Anything you want to reach Asian markets, Thailand is easy launch pad, right? If you launch here, if you start from here, everything's nearby. China, India, Laos, Vietnam, Cambodia, Malaysia, all within because we are in central. So this is the best part for business owners to create something here for Asian market.
Yeah, and that leads me to a question that I had for you, which was, you work with a lot of international clients, a lot of luxury lifestyle type clients that purchase a lot of real estate, as I've noticed. And other businesses that come to you and ask you, like, hey, how could I make this happen? How could I do this pop-up over here? Or what's my best approach, for a marketing integration in this country? And they come to you because they know that you know this area. Yes. That's one of the first things that I asked you. But a question I have for you is, what surprises most international companies when they get to Thailand?
See, I'll answer this question little elaborately because I have to tell that I come from a tourism industry. I started my tourism aviation. I was in Air India. I worked for airlines. Then I started business in India in 2010, right? During my 15 years of tourism business, I have traveled almost 20 plus countries. I have collaboration with all the countries. People know me as tourism guy because I was doing such a networking, because tourism business is all about networking. I have network across the world. You name it the country, I have the people I can call directly.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah, those kind of network are developed during my 15 years of tourism business, and because we are connected, very closely connected through association, through community, through business, through events, right? So when I moved to Thailand, many of the friends, they start asking question, hey, what's going on? Why you are moving to Thailand? It's like, there are different question. Are India not good anymore for business? I say still there is a good country to do business, but somehow I found more easy, convenient, and good lifestyle.
Sure.
These are the three main things which I moved to Thailand. And of course, they start asking question, how, where, what, right?
Sure.
So then in that case, I ask different question because all of them come from different country, different business, different lifestyle,
Sure.
right? So I, during 7-8 years of my life in Thailand, I have been to each and every category of business. I myself have 4-5 different business. So I know what business, how to stand, how it goes, right? Where is the market? So when someone come to Thailand asking about, okay, most people come with blank mind.
Yeah.
Like, I want to do something here and do something. What you want to do, right?
Right.
Right. That's the first question. Most people want to do something because I want to live a good life there.
Sure.
So I want to do something. I said something is there is no business called something, right?
Right.
Then I start question, okay, because I have to know the person to give the customer a solution.
And that was another question of mine, like who is the ideal client, and at what stage does it make sense for either someone or a company who's considering entering into Thailand, particularly in Pattaya,
Yeah. See,
what we call the Las Vegas of
exactly,
Asia.
Asia's Las Vegas. And again, the first things I say, Pattaya is not for everyone.
Hmm.
I say personally,
Yeah.
this country is not for everyone. See, if you are engaging something, you have to be with there, you have to do by yourself.
Yeah.
You cannot do, right? You cannot
Sure.
bring your office here, right?
Right.
You cannot bring your factory here, right?
Right.
So I should know the person should be at least should have a free time, right?
Sure.
To even the big business owners nowadays, there's a system, right? AI technology team can solve most of the task, right?
Sure.
So business owners who have that mindset, okay, you want to come here, at least you have to spend time, 2 hours, 3 hours a day, right?
Yeah.
Because when you build something, you should be present here, right?
I agree.
And if you have something in back home, you're engaged there, you cannot get away from a week, you should come to do business, come for holiday and go back.
Right.
You want to create something, at least you should have the free mind. Okay, I'm in Thailand, back my home, I have family, I have business, at least I can spend 2 weeks or month here to create something. That's those kind of people, right, can do. And because most of the time, most of the things we do ourselves, but the concepts, to make them understand, right, you need time, you need documentation, you need so many things. So a month of time you should have in your hand. And next thing is the trust, right?
Right.
You're not here, you're not local, you're not Thai, you have to trust someone
Right.
to help you build something.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
Or you can work together to build something, right? Or you can 100% come up with the condition or the MOU or condition or terms, right? The agreement, right?
Yes.
Then give someone to build that for you, right?
Yes.
There are many different way, actually. Is like there is no standard.
Yeah, there's more.
formula.
There's more than one way to skin a cat. One thing that I want to interject here is that one thing that I noticed when I had first met you and we sat down, it was casual. We had met with the hotel board, and
Yes,
that's
yes.
the first
One more
time.
thing I want to add with this question is what would you do, right? Many people, as I say, people want to come here and do something, right? Business is something, everyone have their own ideas or standard of lifestyle
Sure.
and engagement, right? For example, you're coming here, you want to do something and you want to spend time there, right?
Yeah.
Because you have time to spend, you want to do that. So I have
Right.
to create business for you where you can involve, right?
Right.
There are many people like me. I don't create any more business where I have to sit there. I create business where the business can run without me.
Mm-hmm.
So many people like me, okay, I want to spend some time, I want to invest, and then I don't want to involve. I want to see the report. I want to see the business growing without my intervention.
Right.
So I have to create something in that model.
Sure.
So depending on this person interest,
Hands on, hands off.
and the capacity of investment.
Right. Yeah, and that's a thing, is that most of the individuals that we run into are more so the type of people that are at a stage in their life, I would say, where they want to participate as an advisory member,
Right.
of a business model, and be more hands off and enjoy their lives. As we're, like myself, other individuals that we know that we work closely with, we're right, in it,
Right.
all spending a considerable amount of time doing it. And then let me see, I was losing my train of thought here. We could edit this out.
Right. I think, see,
I was going to
What?
ask, the one thing that I was going to ask is, I liked your approach when I had first met you, because of the fact that you started with what solution are you really like? It's all about your customer. Like, what do you want to achieve?
Right.
What do you like? What don't you like? Do you want to live by the ocean, or you want to live in a single family residence over here? So regardless, but where you started, it was always with looking for a solution for them relative to a visa, immigration,
Right.
and then really getting into the nitty gritty of what they were really looking to accomplish.
Yeah, see, as I said, being from a customer service industry, is by default. I've been helping people in many states, right? I told you before I sit in this studio, one of my known person, he come from India, he lost passport. He arrived in my office. I had to help him, right? So this is not the new, helping with their visa, passport, immigration things, helping with these rules, regulations, creating something. It's been a long years. I've been doing that. That's why people also come to me, and I'm pretty happy to help. I don't have anything about okay, if you come to me, I have to be there. I don't say anyone that okay, my door is open for you. You can come anytime if I'm available, right?
Sure.
So it's like consulting business. I didn't choose myself. I was helping friends. I told you.
Sure.
I was helping my friends and networks to do something in this country, and gradually I thought they are taking a lot of my time, and time is money. Then I started consulting business.
Yeah.
First 1 year I was helping free of course, not charging anything, because it was like helping other business community and friends, right?
Sure.
And it's like situations, times. Sometimes you take you direction.